Hello, welcome back to Web Adventures. So, as you may have noticed, I have not been very active lately on YouTube or really with writing. I have become kind of busy and frankly just didn't have time to write good stories that I was comfortable putting out on YouTube because I want to give you guys the best quality possible. And I just wasn't able to do that. So, for the time being, I had stopped writing stories entirely. Uh, Diggory, Callie, all of those good characters, just wasn't writing about them anymore. And eventually I decided that I was not going to be able to keep doing that. I didn't have the time. I had a bit of an existential crisis that involved me not being able to write about the characters anymore. But all that aside, I just couldn't write anymore. Um, that being said, I'm obviously back, or else I wouldn't be making this video. So, what I wanted to do in this video was actually tell you about what I have found to continue putting out stories that are kind of my own, but won't take near as much time, and should still be at least enjoyable, if not the best quality, for you guys to enjoy, and something that I'm going to enjoy doing for you to listen to. So, what I've found is actually new. I found it today. Well, it's old, I think, but I just found it today. And it's called AI Dungeons. I have a mobile app. You can also get it online. It's completely free. On my phone, I had to download the app for it to work. On the computer, it is just a web page. You don't have to download anything. And what it is an AI, so artificial intelligence, that writes a story. Now, this may seem kind of like cheating or that it's not my story if I'm just letting an AI do all the work, but it actually gives you the option to put in prompts for the story. So I can actually control what happens in the story, the direction I want it to go. I can completely rewrite the story if I want to, which is awesome. Um, and honestly, it's just a way for me to continue making stories. Uh, just a little, probably short stories from now on. I probably won't do a full episode anymore. Because what I have noticed with this AI is that as the stories get longer and longer, it starts forgetting details, kind of putting things in the wrong place. So I'm going to try to work on getting out short stories instead. Just one video, one story. Maybe even one video with 2 or 3 stories, depending on how short I make them. Um, I, it's not a handwritten story. It's not going to be the same as someone who's taken the time to write out a story entirely on their own. However, it's still a story. It's still guided by me, so it's still in that way mine. Um, and I've played around with it some. I really enjoy it, and it is honestly really good. High quality. I mean, it's an AI, so it's not perfect. It's kind of amusing to see some of what happens with it, but it's enjoyable at the least. And so I'm going to be using that, playing around with it some, making different stories for you guys. If you want to see a particular type of story, please comment, tell me what you want to see, and I will try to make that happen, as long as the AI decides to be cooperative. And apart from that, honestly, one thing that I kind of want to do at some point is see if there's a limit to what can be done. So far, I haven't been able to see any limit, but I want to find out if there's a way to break the uh, computer, basically, that's in the AI, that's guiding it along creating stories. If I can find a way to break that, I will be so happy. And I don't mean break as in like completely destroyed to the point that it's not working. I mean, just kind of glitch it out to where whatever it's putting out is just makes no sense and is hilariously fun to read. Um, Another difference that you'll notice as I transition over to doing this is that while I'm putting in the prompts, it treats it as though I'm a character in the story, which is intriguing to me because when I'm writing a story, I have to focus on the plot of the story and the setting and the characters, character development, all types of things, to the point where I can't really enjoy a story that I've written. I see a story that I've written and it's just like there's so much there that I have to focus on that I can't just enjoy it as a listener would. In this case, though, I'm not doing all the work of the story, so I can actually enjoy it as one of the characters, and I honestly love that. It also frees me up to be able to kind of add in my own commentary on a story that's not necessarily necessarily completely mine. There you get to see what happens all the time. I get tongue-tied and do a lot of editing in my videos to cut that out, because it's not great. But I'll try to keep this one unedited so that you can actually see what a full audio recording from me sounds like without any of my own editing being done to it. Anyways, I was saying I can add a commentary to a story that isn't completely my own. So not only will I be reading the story to you guys, for one thing, my videos will have video now. I'll get a screen recorder so that as I'm typing out the story, as the story is being typed out by the AI, you'll be able to see that on screen. And then as I'm reading through it, I can add in my own thoughts, comments, make jokes, all that good stuff, so that it's not necessarily just a story, but it is still going to be a story. It's going to be kind of a, I don't know the word that I'm looking for, but it'll be an interesting journey for me and hopefully for you guys too. So I'm sorry if any of you are disappointed about the lack of old videos. Hopefully I'll be more active doing this though. I know that I'll enjoy it more. As I said, just for various reasons, I couldn't write the old story anymore. So this will be a nice change of pace. For me, hopefully you guys enjoy it. Sorry to any of those of you that may be disappointed by this, but hopefully you'll stick around, see the stories that I'll continue to put out. And yeah, if you're new here though, please like and subscribe the video. Leave a comment saying if there's a particular story that you want to see me do or a direction that you want me to try to lead the AI in. I'm open to suggestions, and I'm hopeful to see how this turns out. So thanks, y'all. Have a great day. God bless. Bye.